interesting discussions with Group CEO of Afrinvest West Africa, HY2. Thanks for still being here. We're talking about banks. Skybank, so let's hit you with this. This morning issued this statement about a recapitalization proposal being considered by the central bank and all of that. The financial statement for 2016 still not yet out. Talk us through the Tier 2 listed banks. Do you think there's a cause for worry?
No, I think it's a positive signal for Skybank. Skybank, as you know, has had a few challenges, and I think their biggest problem might have been the way they did the acquisition of Main Street Bank back in 2015, 2014-2015. Afrinvest, as you know, was actually in the driving seat of that transaction, having acted for AMCON on the sale. And then the Skybank at the time paid 126 billion naira to acquire Main Street Bank. That was quite eye-popping for them, because when you looked at their balance sheet at the time, you asked yourself, how could they have afforded, such a large sum for another bank? Although their own advisors must have, had approaches on how they would have settled their financing arrangements. But immediately after that decision, now you come into a recessionary environment and a contraction in the economy. That was something they hadn't planned for, and that probably put severe strains on the balance sheet of the bank. And then Tokumbo and the new management, Tokumbo Abiru, came in middle of last year. I think they've done a sterling job in pulling the bank together, and this announcement this morning is probably positive for the sector, and particularly for mid-tier banks, which are always the ones to watch, if there's going to be a problem in the banking sector.
Yes, well, because Afrinvest, your organization, always come up with a very hefty annual banking sector report. So yes. I was just going to get you to talk a little bit about what's in the next report that you're thinking of.
The next report we're thinking about, is, are we out of the woods? Because we've had this recessionary environment we've been through 2015 to 2016 into 2017. And now people coming out of it and saying, which way now for the economy, which way for the banking sector. We haven't actually honed down on the title, although we are almost done with the report. This year we decided to do something more interesting. We intend to launch it in London in partnership with the London Stock Exchange. So that's going to be part of our rationale for doing that is also to signal on an international platform that Nigeria has reopened for business. We believe the signs we see in the economy are positive. We expect to see more constructive developments in the economy from the policy managers, both at the Central Bank and the Ministry of Finance, and of course at the Presidency. And on the back of that, we think that it's an appropriate time to have the launch of the banking sector done in an international platform, so that international investors can get to see firsthand and understand, the dynamics of the Nigerian banking system and the economy.
Because if they're going to come into the Nigerian environment, the banks are usually at the reception desk.
Absolutely, yes. Banks, most investors will start with the macro first, and then they look at the banks before they then begin to look at whether they want to be in consumer sector or agri sector, because the banks really act as a toll gate to the economy, so to speak. We
appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, with the London Stock Exchange, the next banking report, that's taking all the 25 banks to London.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
I'll see you then. HY2, Group Managing Director at Afrinvest West Africa. And that's wrapping up the program for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're live to you from Lagos, the home of news, Channels Television, Nigeria's news leader. I am Bosin Ofaya. I will see you again tomorrow. You have a great day.